stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Black 25. 550, 550.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll go on the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And McManus able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
18.
Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. "23 yards on the tuck and run."
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Lock in. 180.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Screen, triple C.
1st down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in. Set up. 180.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Let's go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Gotta go.
Trubisky will throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lock it, lock it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He goes underneath the Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Okay. Easy.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue lady. Hey, sub. Let's go. I got him.
Winston now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check that guy. Hey. Boys, hot. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Stay in there. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 5-0. Boys, hot.
On second down, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician has shown you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion was they were going to throw the football. Looked like a pass play. Instead, it turned into a draw. Offensive lineman able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game, and that's why they picked up big yardage into the secondary.
Let's go now.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down. Hey, sub. Let's go. Boys, hot. 36. Boys, up.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3 down.
Jameis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And spins away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Blue lady. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Boys, that up. Watch for the foul, that.
On third down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And McManus able to put it through. And that gets them back within 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Lock in. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go. Lock in. Red.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
On first down, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Easy. Follow.
Following the interception, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Check. Sonic.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ellis. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Drake. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ellis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonic.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green, triple C. Where's that? Where's that?
Play fake. Winston. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Ready. Flag.
Second down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Play action now, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, Winston throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Let's go now.
Winston, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And shedding through the tackle. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lock in, lock in. Right, 80. Red, up. 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set up. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And some room to work. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 63 yards. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Clears up.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Flat 22. Hey, sub. Let's go. Push that up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Sonic. Ready. Blue ready. Set. Sonic. Where's that?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Ellis. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
One last shot now for Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,